Once when I was a kid, I think I was about 6 years old, I did like reading comic books. And at the back of the comic book, there was always a whole bunch of ads for kids stuff that you could buy. Well, in this one comic book, and in fact, I remember it was like a Turok Son of Stone comic book. In the back, there was an ad for a submarine, and it had a picture of a submarine and two kids in it, a girl and a boy. And I saw the price, it was $5. And I said, I'm going to get this thing and I'm going to go to a lake and I'm going to get my sister and we're going to go into the lake underwater and float around in this submarine. But I saw the price was $5. Now I did get an allowance of 25 cents a week. And I actually had $4 saved up. So I knew to get this submarine, I was either going to have to take out a loan or get an advance on my allowance. Now this is going to be difficult because Mom would only give us 25 cents a week and we had to budget it, or save it, and I had saved mine. But she didn't usually want to give us any more than that per week. So I put on my best elevator presentation face and I went up to Mom. I said, Mom, look at this. It's a submarine for $5. But I don't have $5. And she said, well, then you can't buy it. And then I said, well, maybe you can give me an advance on my allowance. And then she said, why? And I said, because if I don't get it now, it's going to be winter and the lake's going to be frozen over. If I get it now, then I can use it and go underwater in the lake with me and my sister. So it's important that I get an advance on my allowance and get the submarine now. She says, you can't go underwater with a $5 submarine. Well, she might as well stab me in the heart with a knife. And then I said, of course I can go underwater. Look at the picture. The picture is a boy and a girl in the submarine and they're underwater. It's clear in the picture. She says, well, what do you think it's made out of? And I said, it's made out of steel. Look at the picture. She said, I don't think it's made out of steel. And then I said, okay, I'll buy the submarine, and when it gets here, if it's not made of steel, I'll buy some steel and I'll put it on the outside. And then it will be made out of steel, and then I can go underwater. She said, you can't afford to buy steel. And then she might as well stab me in the heart again. She said, you'll never get your hands on it. I remember those words to this day. You'll never get your hands on some steel. Now, a child of 6 years old does not have a full developed frontal cortex, so there is no damper on these emotions. Like, these emotions are just exploding out of my brain. And I can't understand why my own mother wouldn't give me an advance on my allowance, 25 cents a week, to buy a $5 submarine, which is obviously made out of steel, so that I could go underwater, which would be so much fun in the summer, with my sister. I'm forever scarred.